Okay, so very quickly, we are at here. So some of us have completed and some of us have not. So at this portion of page 73, I will share with you that there are two methods of solving. Right at the first question A and B, I just use fraction times whole number as the method. And remind you must have units. Make sure you check your units. So I use the method fraction multiply by a number. So does it look less scary now that I replace the whole with a $5,000 instead of Abram one whole cake? We change Abram one whole cake into a sum amount of money. Okay. So there are two methods here. I draw the two methods for this question. One is the one that Skylar has been trying to do. That is 100% was 1,000 kilometers. I could find 1% being 10 kilometers. So 37% will be, yeah. We try, so I'm like doing the rate way. Yeah. Yes. Question number 2, 1B. The next page, yes, I will. Yes. Yes. Okay. So check your units. So this is method 1, which is Skylar's method, which you use what you learn in rate, in equivalence, and you bring it down to the next chapter of percentage. It works well for some questions. The other method, which is fraction of a fraction multiplied by a whole number, is like this. And by being able to simplify, I save up that effort in dividing and multiplying. So because being able to simplify, you will work it out faster. Okay? Ken, is this okay? So likewise, I can solve it by the two methods, being 100% is 1,200 liters. So 1% is 12 liters. So 18% will be 12 times 18. Two 216 liters. So this is the using the rate method. Then the fraction of a whole number, you realize because you can do this, you can simplify, which will get you the same answer as well. So you have method A and method B. Now, who's for method A? Okay. Who's for method B? Okay. Who's for method B? Who's okay with both methods? Okay. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I understand. It's good to have a preference because you know how you are going to solve problems. But it's best if you know how to solve with both methods. Because really in different situations, different methods work better. Okay, that's okay. Now, so far so good. Everything is quite nice numbers. You realize it's really not too difficult because of this 00 behind the fund. It's in hundreds. So just nice. Okay, so far so good. Okay, do you need me to help you with the rest? Any question that's difficult? 5. This is E, F, G, H, right? Oh, okay. So this is okay? If this is okay, then you do the rest on your own. Is that all right? So you can choose either method A or method B. Okay, then we move on to the next page. Okay? Please complete the rest by yourself. Okay, we're on the next page now. So again, there's these two methods. Okay? The first one is find the value of the value of the following. The percentage out of 100 is 78. So this one is quite okay, right? Out of 100, this is the whole as in the whole set of objects. So from here, I think this one's quite okay. You can immediately change it to 78% already. And then the rest of the questions, so I have out of 1%. What percentage of 200 is 40? So out of, so you can think of this as the whole, like this is like how we draw just now. This is the whole set of the Abram's cake. Then instead of the Abram cake is 200. So how much of Abram's cake is 40? So this was like the cake lah. Of course, you have the bar model. So out of 200, you have a bit. This is 40. So I will have 40 out of 200. And I can convert it to so pretty okay, right? This conversions is quite okay. It's only the next one that was a bit tricky. I can't divide it to, I can't change this to 100 easily. So that's where when I find out like the whole is 100%. So the question is this: using Skylar's idea just now, the whole was 100%. The 100% is $200. So it's asking, so $40, right, is how many percent? Yes, you may. So the question here is 100, the whole thing is $200. So I got $40. How many percent is this? That's what it's asking about. So I will times this out of the 100%. This is how it goes. I use 80, express it as a fraction out of 320. That gives me is fraction. So 80 out of 320 multiplied by 100%, I could divide easily. Then is 1/4. That's 25%. Okay. Yes. Yes. That's right, Mr. Reverend. If you find that, so you see, you use different methods. You see, that's why just now this one is kind of stuck, remember? We did this at rates also, finding amount. Then we will start with this version. It's because when you try to find $1 is how many percent? Then you actually is so that gets complicated. Okay, so here this one again. So out of 2,000 milliliters, how much is 600 milliliters? This one's still quite okay, right? The number is still quite friendly. Yes. I can divide by 10 and then divide by 2. Still quite friendly, right? Yes? Okay? So far so good? So it's like really go back to the April question. What is it that I want out of the whole set? The whole set is 2000 milliliters. I want so I have like a beaker of, you know, uh, inside is 2000 milliliters, and I'm taking a portion of it, and that's 600 milliliters. And you ask yourself, what fraction is it? And in other words, you can also tell what percentage is it. Can? Okay, then E on your own, can? So it's this one out of 400, 4,000. You can use different methods to solve this. Can I move on now? Move on now. Okay, move on, move on. Go to the word problems. Akhilesh, are you okay with the word problems? Okay, yeah? Okay. Okay. Akhilesh needs help with the question 5. Then I help you with question 5. I'll hold on with question 5. Okay, you're okay with this? Yeah, move on already. Is it okay, everyone? Am I going too fast for anyone? No, okay, then we are at the word problems here. Okay, so here there are the two methods that we are saying just now, method A and method B. Skylar's method goes by, so 100% is 800 pupils. So 1% is 8 pupils. And then you are looking for 50% to walk. So walk is 15%. So 15 times 8. Now method A will be 15% out of 800. So I'm doing 15 out of 100 times 800, which actually gives you the same thing, 15 times 8. Okay? Is it difficult? Yes? Is it odd number? Yeah. And you have some decimals and it will be quite hard to divide sometimes. So this method is helpful when you can simplify and it limits your simplification. Yeah. Sometimes A is easier, sometimes B is easier. Yeah. B usually looks easier because you remember how that's how you do rate. Fraction is like a few chapters before. Yeah. Okay, move on, move on. So, like question 2, I didn't do the 100% is 150. Because that one is quite hard already. You got a decimal by then. Okay, then this one, okay, I think question 3 is doable. I put it DIY. Either method works. No matter is it 46 out of 100 times 500, or taking 100% as 500 and then finding 1%. Either way is easy, I think. Quite straightforward. Okay, let's go to question 5, the one that Akhilesh says is difficulty with. Can. Am I going too fast? No, 75. We've got a few more to complete. Actually, I was hoping that we can touch a bit on the next set already. Okay, next, because I managed to record some of the questions at the back. Do you have page 77? You don't have? I'm trying to speed up a bit. Can I? Okay, moving on. Question 4 and 5. I think question 4 is doable. Okay, because of the friendly numbers. So this one DIY as well. Let's go on to question 5 that the Akhilesh was saying. So he has, so looking at such question, it may be helpful to draw. So for this question here, I draw a pole. What happened to my drawing? Oh no, what happened to my touch screen suddenly? Okay, so imagine I have a pole and the pole thing is 180 centimeter long. So the whole thing is 100%. She painted part of it red, 36 centimeter of it red. So it's like one tiny part here, red. This is 36 centimeter. I know what percentage is it red. So I will write the whole thing is 180, right? And you have 36. So this is the fraction. Now using a Scalar's method will go, I have 100%, and that's 180. Now that's where you get stuck, you see, because I need to find out then how much is 36%, 36 centimeter. Mm. Then you have to figure out like from 1% and then you go to 36, Yeah. So you kind of have to, try out a few things. Yes. Yeah, I can. But if I were to go to this directly, I find this fraction part. This is 36 over 180. I can simplify it by dividing by 6 out of 30. Is that right? And then I times 100. And I can divide it further. I divide by 6 again. I get 1/5. 1/5 out of 100%. 20%. So in this case, I think this method is easier because you can work with, it helps you with the division, the simplifying of the fraction. And then you can get to 1/5 times 100. That's so, it's like easier. Skylar was saying, yes, you can do it. I can try to go from 100%. Then he recommends, let's go to 10% first and see whether it works. And yes, it does. And then he somehow figures out that I times 2, I can get 36. And that's how he got to 20%, which is great as well. Okay? But there's this backward thinking that you need to be able to do. So Skylar's way, great, perfect as well. But there's this part that you need to be able to figure out. How do I get to 36 centimeters from 180? Which he said, I recommend you to divide by 10 first, then you multiply by 2. Which works great too. However, if you can't do this backward thinking, I call it backward thinking because you need to think ahead. Then this is straightforward. Method A and method B. Okay? The best is you know how to do both. Then in exam time, you know one method to do, one method to check. Is that okay? Too small? Okay. Huh? Is it difficult? This is the last next slide already. Actually, there's one more that I want everyone to move on to. There are at least three steps. Two more steps in percentage. Oh, no problem. Oh. Yeah, because today is the tutorial, right? So, yeah. So now here it goes. Tomorrow we're gonna have to start on the page 77. Okay, this set. Can I ask if you're okay tomorrow you're having the two sets already? You no, just a few questions. That's all right. The rest, I think you all can do. Then the teacher will collect the sets, including the weights. You saw one weight, right? 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 Now, then I need you to start on the next set here, 77. Level 1 and 2 problem. But I'll probably just a few times tomorrow. Yeah. Okay? Okay? Right. Can you take out the program now first? I'm not collecting anything now. Now it's music already. So